Kent, you do advertising reads better than anybody. That was outstanding.
You don't like
I've tried to do advertising reads. It's hard to do.
Well, you can do one here.
No, I don't want to do one. I've already said I don't know good. But you do an outstanding job. Those boys at IMG have to work.
You know what? You do an outstanding job coaching basketball.
Yeah, so you really want to talk about the game?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, you called some great plays tonight.
You did. You really called great plays.
I did. We got a layup and a 3 early. We got a couple plays out there. So
no, seriously, look at this game tonight, and you know, Siobhan obviously offensively at least didn't have his best night, but
it just didn't look like he had great legs out there tonight. Looked a little tired.
Yeah, but you get picked up by Walter. It has to be good to get him going.
Yeah, you know, we ran a little funky deal because we knew that the way they were going to play ball screens, and so we thought we'd get an open look for him, and we probably had him a couple other times, except Turan just, you know, hurried the pass too much and
tried to go over the top, and a few times they picked it off.
And we talked. It was ironic, you know, as we talked about the exact maneuver that he did would not work for 2 straight days, and
but he gave it a shot.
He listens, sometimes he doesn't.
He was going to prove you wrong.
But I tell you, Walter was really a lifesaver for us. But Turan, look at this: 18 points, 8 assists.
Yeah.
I think 4 of those assists of the 8 were threes. So if you look at that, you know, it's 12, 20 points he created, and 18 got, you know, he's responsible for 38 points. That's big time play for him. You know, I mean, that's where we want to get it.
I don't think Turan took a shot until the 3-minute mark in the first half.
He was great about it.
Really let the game come to him, and those 8 assists. He might not have had 8 assists in November last year.
Yeah, he's doing great.
His game has really come along.
Yeah, I'm proud of him, and you know, everything but the turnovers tonight, really. And you have to credit a little bit of Tennessee Martin for the way they threw in the threes, man. I mean, I thought we were well covered on about 3 of them or 4 of them, and they made 11 of them. But I really did think maybe even 5 of them I thought we had, you know, covered, and they still made them. So, yeah, I mean, that's hard to do.
They cut it to 4 after you were up 19. So
yeah,
they went on a nice
that was
run.
no fun.
Which is kind of what they did at Arkansas State.
Yeah. They were down 19 and came back and won. That's exactly right. And like we told our guys, like Omaha, a little more physicality, but they, you know, you're never safe and you're never out of it, you know. And so it was a good win to get.
75-64 the final. Stay with us. Coach Miles with more after this. This is Big Red Basket with over 55 locations in Husker country. What else stands out in the stats?
You know, a couple things. One, like late in the game, I thought David Rivers made 2 or 3 jumpers that were really important when he hadn't done much all night. I thought that Benny Parker early in the second half really had some explosive plays, you know, and so some guys that we don't normally talk about scoring, you know, obviously Walter had an excellent night. We're really proud of that.
The Old Testament came in and
the Old Testament got 7 and 4 offensive rebounds, you know, 2 illegal screens, but we'll get that cleaned up.
He really did play it a lot better tonight. He was more aggressive, got to the offensive glass well. You need minutes out of him.
Yeah, no. He really is does a nice job when you count the points per possession. When he's in the game, it's a noticeable difference.
Well, Taylor and Joseph kind of pushed Walter around, but they didn't push Moses around. No. And, you know, and Walt's a 4 trying to play the 5. We know this in his heart, in his head. And he did a good job later in the game, I thought, bodying up and not getting scored on, except in the zone with about 50 seconds left. We went what we call prevent, and where we kind of pick up full court and end up in 2-3 zones. Are you allow a 3?
Are you liking the new starting lineup and bringing Ty off the bench?
Yeah, I thought Ty was good the first half, and then he kind of just flaked out a little bit, you know, and he had a jump pass that ran to a run out, and then he kind of made another mistake kind of consecutively, and then when he came out in the second half, he made another one right away. So he was great. All of a sudden 3 errors, and now you kind of get to a point where, okay, get him out.
Right,
you know,
right.
And then you get a team that's solid and all those things. So I was really, you know, it's always good to win and know you have plenty to work on. Turnovers, we got to get down. We just got to get our guys dialed in a little more that way. And you know, we out-rebound them, so that was good. And there were some real positive things.
Real. On to Florida State, Coach. The Seminoles won today over Charleston Southern, 58-47. They're 3-3. They've got a really nice freshman guard who led them in scoring again today with 16 points. Xavier Rattan Mays, I think is his name, but they got a lot of bigs, and they've had some injuries.
Yeah, they've had some injuries, and they, you know, anytime you have injuries, you get a little funky with your rotation. You know, you go in with an idea, then all of a sudden you're 3 weeks into practice and it's all screwed up. And, basketball coaches aren't the brightest bulb in Las Vegas, so it takes us a while to figure it out. And, it's hard. It's just like you lose Amir Abdul in the backfield, and it's going to change your offense. And so they've got some guys that I expect to be back for us. One guy won't, but I look forward to a physical game. It's a game I'm really excited about. Knock on wood, we're undefeated in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. So I really just, as you look at it, this is a very, very important game, especially in the big picture of things trying to make the NCAA tournament.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of injuries, Turan turned the ankle, came back in. It's probably going to be like that all year. Maybe.
I don't know what he did. I don't know. I thought he might have banged his knee.
Well, he was holding his knee, but then Matt thought it was his ankle. I don't know.
I wouldn't trust Matt. He's called 2 games today. He's weary.
Dr. Davison?
Yeah.
I'm wearing down.
Yeah, I mean, he's bleary-eyed. He's not sure what he's seeing out there.
Yeah.
That's not the lack.
He's ready for the special teams to come out and punt.
Well, are you ready for this is, I guess, the question. I mean,
hell yeah, this is what we're built for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's exciting. We're ready to go, and we will. I'm excited about this. We got Walt feeling good. We know Turan. We got to get Siobhan a little bit of rest, and we'll be ready to go for Florida State, and then Creighton, and then Cincinnati. It's a great run. Fans should love this.
We're a better team right now than we were a week ago.
Yeah, I no doubt about it.
These 2 home games after the road game, I mean, you got to feel better about the team.
I do, until they started throwing in 6 threes in the last 7 minutes, But at the same time, I was really, I'm impressed with the guys. Practice quality has been good. Attention to detail on film has been good. Game plan stuff, they've done a nice job. So it's been good.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
75-64. That's it from Pinnacle Bank Arena. The Huskers win it tonight over Tennessee Martin to improve to